While we publicly rejected Remi Tinubu, wife of the Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as our mother when she visited our school, the School of Nursing Agbor in Delta State. Delta State nursing students finally breaks their silence. But before we go into the full story, hello, you're welcome to Ife's Hub, where we bring you all the latest news. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification to stay updated with all the stories. So why did the nursing students in Delta defy First Lady Remi Tinubu? Guys, in a world where power often expects admiration, history continues to teach us that youth have always found ways to resist. A simple song, a moment of defiance, can speak volumes. This is exactly what happened at the School of Nursing in Agbor, Delta State, when Nigeria's First Lady Remi Tinubu visited. What was meant to be a moment of honor for the presidency turned into a subtle but powerful act of protest. So the unexpected moment took place on the 26th of March 2025. A video surfaced online showing an unusual scene from the First Lady's visit to the School of Nursing Agbor. The event was carefully planned to showcase presidential authority and connect with the students. However, things did not go as planned. The Master of Ceremonies, popularly known as MC, led a song attempting to present Tinubu's wife, Remi, as a mother figure to the students. But instead of joining in the praise, the students responded with different tune. They firmly rejected the title. Their message was clear: she is your mother and not our mother.
We no get another one. Now your mama be this soul. Only Remi Tinubu. Now your mama be this soul. Now our mama be this soul. We no get another one. Now your mama be this soul. Now our mama be this soul. We no get another one. Now your mama be this soul. Now I'm a mother, we know get another one. Only Remi Tinubu.
It was a small moment, just a song, but it carried a powerful message, a refusal to accept imposed authority. History obviously is repeating itself. The act of defiance is not new. Nigerian students have a long history of challenging power, and this moment in Agbor is just another chapter in a tradition of resistance. But this time around, it's very different, without fear or any restriction. Back in the days when General Ibrahim Babangida visited the University of Ibadan, students initially sang his praises, but it was all part of a plan. As soon as the moment was right, they turned on him, throwing stones and rejecting his presence. What seemed like an admiration was actually a well-executed protest. In the 1978 Ali Must Go protest, Nigerian students revolted against military rule and education policies under General Olusegun Obasanjo. The protest became known as Ali Must Go, after the then education minister, Colonel Amadu Ali. During this movement, students suffered brutal suppression, with many injured and some even unalived. But the actions sent a strong message: the youth will not be silent. Then in 1989, the anti-SAP protest. Fast forward to 1989, and Nigerian students protested against the Structural Adjustment Program, popularly known as SAP, which caused economic hardship. The government's response: brutal force, but once again the students stood their ground. Occupy Nigeria 2012. In 2012, the Nigerian government announced the removal of fuel subsidies, causing nationwide outrage. What followed was the Occupy Nigeria movement, one of Nigeria's first social media-driven uprisings. This protest showed a new era of digital resistance, proving that activism had evolved beyond the streets. And then the big one was in 2020, during the EndSARS. The EndSARS came in 2020, one of the biggest youth-led protests in Nigeria's history, originally against police brutality. The movement became a large cry against bad governance, oppression, and economic hardship. For weeks, young Nigerians mobilized online and offline, refusing to back down despite violent crackdowns by the government. The next one is Agbor, a small protest but a big message. Now, on the 26th of March 2025, we see yet another sign that the spirit of resistance is still alive. The student at School of Nursing Agbor may not have thrown stones or taken to the streets, but their refusal to sing along was just as powerful. It was a reminder that loyalty cannot be forced, respect must be earned and not demanded. The youth still have a voice and they are willing to use it. Why does history continue to repeat itself in Nigeria? It is because power has not changed. It is still expects obedience. It still demands praises. But people remember, students remember, the past is not forgotten. It is simply waiting for the right moment to rise again. The message for those in power: this moment at Agbor is a warning sign. Those in leadership must understand that they cannot impose themselves on the people. If they want respect, they must earn it. Because history has shown that when the youth reject authority, their voice grows louder. And if words are ignored, history proves that resistance can take a strong form. Final thought: the song at Agbor was not just a music, it was a protest wrapped in melody. It was a subtle act of defiance that carried the weight of history. The past is alive, working among us, waiting for the right moment to make itself known. Those in power should listen carefully because when history speaks, it does not whisper, it roars. And the Gen Z of this generation are not like any past generation in the history of the world. This generation are fearless, very resistant, and they aim to achieve. Here are some of the reactions from the Gen Zs, who are the people, the young youths, and young adults of this generation that will not let corrupt leaders and bad governance thrive. Watch and let me know what you think in the comments below. This is Ife's Hub, and I remain your host, Ifeka.
I was just reasoning something. There's something about the Gen Zs that is so special. My generation, that I'm glad to be in this generation, Gen Zs. Like there's something so special about this generation, and that thing is that they lack fear. And just look at this video. Tinubu's wife, Remi Tinubu, she visited Asaba yesterday. The boldness that they used to face everything is just so inspiring. Be it life, be it anything, like that boldness, like we not really send anybody, Papa. Understand? Like I really love it. So I'm sure by now that talking about reputation that I said last time on my video, I'm sure that now that everybody in this country, or almost everybody in this country, knows that Tinubu and his family are very terrible people. Their mission is to destroy this country, Nigeria. So I'm just wondering, how do you campaign in 2027? I personally, let me not say it until then. But I'm still wondering how they will campaign in 2027, because I'm sure that many people won't even want to see their campaign flag or campaign, and people will tear it down.